You have until 7 o'clock to head out to the polls if you haven't cast your ballot yet. Now here at City Hall, there's been a very steady flow of residents coming in and out of this polling site. In El Centro, we've been out here since 8 o'clock this morning, and look who stopped by. It's Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho,
there you go. And it's not quite his elf, but it is Elvis, his sidekick. And it's what you can't see that's causing concern for residents. When you step down on the ground, you can feel it. It's spongy. There's a lot of water underneath this ground. It was all caused by a nearby canal. Humans were very gracious this year. We raised our goal of more than $65,000, all going to help save babies. Now joining me right now is Addie Santillan from Harvest Preparatory Academy. Roland, after a year-long delay, the commercial port is finally up and running. To make it official, Mexico's president himself traveled to the desert Southwest for the inauguration. Dozens of Governor Brewer and Senator McCain supporters filled Lutz Casino this afternoon. The majority of illegal immigrants caught crossing the border happen at nighttime through the desert where it's pitch black. That's why border agents have to use night vision like this to catch the suspects. Residents in a Mexicali neighborhood called Colonia del Vidrio are making a plea to anyone who will listen. This sign reads, "It keeps shaking. We need help." Here the roads are flooded and residents are still without electricity and water. One resident, Maria Gonzalez de Flores, says she's been left without a place to call home.
During the earthquake, water was shooting out of the ground everywhere, inside homes and outside.
And it's what you can't see that's causing concern for residents. When you step down on the ground, you can feel it. It's spongy. There's a lot of water underneath this ground. It was all caused by a nearby canal. Water just seeped right in here, erupted during the earthquake, and this area could potentially be deemed unsafe to rebuild. Gonzalez says her late husband built this home from the ground up, and now she will have to rebuild somewhere else.
The mayor told me I can no longer live here. It's unsafe.
The mayor of Mexicali, Rodolfo Valdez Gutierrez, along with other city officials, have been making their way to very hard-hit areas to assess the damage from the 7.2 quake.
Según nos dicen los expertos,
according to the experts, the ground is composed of very fine dirt here, almost like sand. The earthquake was so strong that it caused the water to flow up, almost like geysers, causing all this damage.
Residents say this is the first time anyone has come to offer any sort of information, but Mexicali's mayor says they're working as fast as they can to get people the help they need. Dozens of Governor Brewer and Senator McCain supporters filled Lutz Casino this afternoon. The meet and greet only lasted a short while. Nonetheless, both incumbents got their messages across. And it was standing room only as Senator McCain and Governor Brewer made their way into Lutz Casino along with several other Republican candidates. They're on a unity tour across Arizona, and Yuma was their third stop for the day. McCain kicked off the event, getting large cheers from the crowd. He tackled everything from the economy to the war in Afghanistan, and Governor Jan Brewer also drew a large applause when she brought up Senate Bill 1070 and how she plans to secure Arizona's border with Mexico.
I have got many challenges, but I will tell you, I am a fighter. I am not a quitter. I am like you. We are not quitters in Arizona. We will push back against the Obama administration every time they don't do their job.
Yeah. We can win in Afghanistan. We've won in Iraq. We have the Marines. We have the Army. We have the Air Force. And we can have a person who will support the men and women who are serving.
And the main message the candidates wanted to get across today, that the Republican Party is stronger than ever and they're ready to get the job done. Now I sat down with both Governor Brewer and Senator McCain after the event, and tonight at 10 tell you what they have to say about bringing more jobs to Yuma and about immigration reform. In the Newsplex, I'm Susana Mendoza for KSWT News 13. Back to you. A Phoenix-based nurse is trying to prove to the world anything can be done as long as you put your mind to it. She's on a journey, one on the run, to run across the country in 100 days. We caught up with her as she made her way through the desert Southwest. Take a look.
When they said it can't be done, you'll roast to death, I'm like, I would like to try that.
Helene Neville has a one-track mind. She's on a mission to run more than 2,500 miles across the country in 100 consecutive days. She started in Oceanside, California and expects to finish in Jacksonville, Florida. I caught up with her for a short jog as she made her way through the desert Southwest along Interstate 8. What inspired you? Why are you doing this, running through the desert?
Running through the desert. Well, I'm running through the desert on the way to the East Coast Atlantic shore of Jacksonville, Florida. I'm running just to inspire people to, no matter what they think they might be able to do, that they could actually go out and do it.
And she's doing it. The Southern Course has never been done before around the hot summer months, especially by a woman.
That's why I chose it, because people said it couldn't be done. You're really roughing it, and that was appealing to me.
And that's just one of several reasons this Phoenix nurse is making the trek.
I want my profession to become more healthy as disseminators of health and health practitioners, that we should really walk the walk.
And it's her health battles that have empowered her to promote health and fitness. Cancer.
Right.
You beat cancer.
3 times, 3 brain surgeries, and in '98 that was my first marathon that I ran, and that was right after the doctors told me that, you know, pack it in, basically your immune system shot and you're not going to recover.
Since then, she's completed 25 marathons, all of it in hopes to inspire others.
I really think it's mental. You know, as long as you're alive, there's hope, and if you don't quit, you can never fail.